to kick off.
So glad to have you with us. Mike Tirico next to Greg Olson here in the booth. And we are underway at Paycor Stadium. From the 6, here comes a return. At midfield. Some space opens. Nice return. A good drive stop at the 33-yard line.
Well, I think we both knew, Mike, coming into the game that special teams would play a big role, but I don't think either of us expected it to play itself out on the opening play of the game. I mean, what a return. That would have been something. He takes that all the way. What a start.
On the ground, here's the first-round pick from April's draft. Not much happening there, just a short game. From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 9.
11 mighty, 11 mighty. But it is done.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And it's a big run down to the... Yard loss. So not quite first and goal. It's first and 10.
Here we go.
They're pretty close.
180.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Kyle Hamilton was there defensively.
Here we go. 180.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
11 mighty, 11 mighty.
They'll run with Pierce. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. His second rushing touchdown of the year. McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals will take a 7-0 lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Here we go on the return from the 1. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time, led by their quarterback, league MVP in 2019 and 2023, Lamar Jackson.
The thing that stuck out to me, Mike, was when we met with him this week, immediately, right at the start of the production meeting, was his ability to take ownership of last week's loss. He said, listen, if I don't make those 2 interceptions, we probably win that game. And when you go back and watch the tape, I love how hard he is on himself. He played pretty good ball. If he can eliminate those couple bad throws, a couple bad decisions, when he's good, he is as good as there is in the NFL.
And he'll pick up 2 out to the 27.
2-yard gain on the play.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. He's going to have enough for the first down. He'll take this to the 30.
So after giving up a touchdown to start the game, you'd hate to then turn around on your opening drive and give the ball back after a 3-and-out. So that's a nice hard run there. Nothing fancy, but just maintain possession and get a fresh set of downs.
And that is incomplete.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
Over the middle, that's Godwin. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. They'll try and play with some pace early on.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
There's a handoff out of the gun, and And that'll be a pickup of 3. You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago.
Pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Jackson now on 2nd down. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. The play clock down to 0. And this not the best of sequences.
Still 3rd down.
The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
At their own 34-yard line.
Here we go. Right 80.
A 1st down throw for Burrow. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Get set.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes. Mike Green. He gets in to drop him for his 1st sack of the young season.
Here we go. 180.
Burrow here on 2nd down. And they're going to get him a 2nd time. He goes down again.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
Now here comes the screen to Pierce. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the 1st down. 4th down, and the Bengals will bring in Evan McPherson for the field goal try. This a 57-yard attempt. And that is no good. He missed it. And this is going to remain a 1-possession game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
And that is incomplete.
Yeah, so this is kind of interesting, Mike. So typically when teams come out with 5 wide, you're thinking, okay, there's no back in the backfield. This ball is either quarterback run or this ball is going to come out fast because you only have 5 offensive linemen to protect. In this case, they do a great job protecting, allowing the quarterback to take a shot downfield. Falls incomplete, but that's a good sign for down the road.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. He's going to look for the home run ball, and he will go all the way. Touchdown, Baltimore. His 1st touchdown of the new campaign. Nevis good on the extra point. And the Ravens will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece. And the kick's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Spreading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. Greg, it's one of those weird feelings you build all year for the opener. You play a tight game and lose. How it changes the feeling coming into this week?
Yeah, it certainly does, and if you're not careful, what's that cardinal rule? You don't want one loss to turn into two, one bad play to turn into two. The best teams in this league, Mike, they have an uncanny ability that regardless, good or bad, blowout or close,
the pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up fourth down. So the drive ends, and on comes Jordan Stout to kick it away. Doing there, they made sure he would not get free. The Ravens offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. They'll begin here on the ground. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. Play action now. Jackson on the run to the right. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow, so that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
Going up top. That is knocked away downfield. Incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the ground to begin the drive with Pierce. And to be taken down with the first down as time will run out on this opening quarter. It's Bengals football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with first and 10.
Big shot.
Here's Burrow. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. A couple of big plays to start this drive. How about 17 on this one?
Gun. 12.
Play action now. It's Burrow. And is open middle of the field. It is caught. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
Higgins sent in motion. They go play action for Burrow. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone. And that'll bring up second down.
11 MT. 11
Burrow now. And time runs out there. He just airmails it towards the bench. Incomplete. Sense a little frustration there. It brings up third down.
Wide 80. 42.
Burrow to throw. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. So now they'll send out Evan McPherson for this field goal try. This a 42-yard attempt. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time The kick is good. And the Bengals will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Now Jackson. He's going to take a shot down the field. He's got it! And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. It's a big one for the Ravens. It covers 51 yards.
First down, Baltimore.
A first down throw for Jackson. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Bengals' 9-yard line.
2nd down. Jackson. To the left side. To Godwin. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and it sets up 3rd down.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Jackson up top again. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Cam Taylor-Britt. And it's a big return. Finally tackled right near midfield.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. And he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position. All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Right, 80.
Burrow. Quick throw, taken in, and he's out of bounds. Gain of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 33-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
To throw is Burrow. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. Good-looking screenplay there. A gain of 11 and a 1st down.
At the 22-yard line.
Now, Burrow. He'll get this out to the left flat. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
26-yard line.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Working out of the gun, Burrow. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Bengals.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This one taken at the 10. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The Ravens offense back onto the field for their next possession. They find themselves down 17-7. This drive starts 1st and 10. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Flush to his right. Now he'll run it. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. Going to get a stoppage here. We have an injured Bengal on the field. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment.
Return it.
Jackson now to throw on first down. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Ravens. That his second TD catch of the season.
And this special connection between this quarterback and his receivers, it was on full display right there. Great job getting behind the defense. And then, what can you say about that ball? I mean, you can't put that ball in a better spot. And with timing and accuracy like that, leads to 6.
The Bengals offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10.
Gun. 11, Tommy.
They'll start this one on the ground with Pierce. And he'll manage to break a tackle, get this forward for a couple, and it's second down.
It's a pickup of 3.
Here we go.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now, Burrow. The throw here is complete. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
It's a gain of 6.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Complete. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down. Burrow now to throw on 1st down. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Brings up 2nd and
So,
10.
2 minutes to play in a back and forth first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati in a moment. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 180. Rise up. 12. 11. 180.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
What an unbelievable performance by this pass rush to start this game. And then on the flip side of things, I'm not sure if things could get any worse for this offensive line. I mean, they've got to figure something out, and they've got to do it in a hurry because they are completely outmatched right now at the moment.
And he will finally be taken down inside the 10-yard line.
37.
Ball resting on the 9. 1st down and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. That one too far. Over the end line. Overthrow. It is incomplete.
Brings up
Another
2nd
shot at
and
it
goal.
from the 9. 2nd down and goal.
Gun. 180.
Burrow. Catch left side is made by Higgins. Now the Ravens use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1.
180.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal.
A 30-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals will tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. And you score every time you get the ball. They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The Ravens offense can see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
First down. A gain of 13 yards.
On 1st and 10, Jackson.
Ravens.
This one complete, right side. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. From the gun, Jackson. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down. To the air one more time with Jackson. He'll go right and find his running back. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down. Halftime coming up. And apparently we'll forget about that for the moment and turn our attention to quarter number 3. Let's go.
Evan McPherson to kick off.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Ravens offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. They'll look to pick up the pace. Jackson now on second down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Third and long. Throwing Jackson. Looking down the field. Ball's incomplete. Ravens bring their punt team out as he's standing right around his own goal line. This fielded inside the 35. And it's a good solid return as he takes it. A first down throw for Jackson. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
On second down, Jackson again. Going for it all. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up third down.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
On third down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's That's where his team will get possession of the football.
11, Tom.
Bengals offense ready to get back at it. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive. On 1st and 10, Brian Burns getting in there to bring him down. His first sack of the season. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
At the 31-yard line.
Back to throw. Burrow. This one complete to Higgins. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
11, 11.
3rd down.
Burrow to throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. The Bengals out and ready to punt. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Tyson Campbell there to make the tackle.
The 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. Now it's Jackson. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
And 8 yards to go.
Back to throw, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
The Bengals offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40.
11, 11, 11, 11.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete, and he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line.
The Bengals first down.
11 empty, 11 empty.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On 1st down, Burrow. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I don't think this lead is insurmountable by any means, Mike, but they're going to have to find a way to take advantage of some of these possessions as they try to close this game out.
Can.
2nd down, Burrow. Quick throw, taken in. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a game of 6.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Pushed on Higgins, who makes the grab. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
That's good for the Bengals. First down.
11, 11.
1st down throw for Burrow. Try him again. Another one to Higgins. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2
Good set.
at the Ravens
Stop.
7-yard line.
Stop.
2nd down. Pierce. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going,
11, Thomas.
he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
11, 11,
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the 1st down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone. Because it's first and goal.
And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards. From back at the 2 now, here's second and goal.
Here we go.
At the 2-yard line.
Big 13. 11.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. That one, taken in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. So now the Bengals and Burrow will come out and try to add 2. Back to throw. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again, and he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. Now he'll air one out. And this will be incomplete. Second and 10.
Makes it second and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now Jackson. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
That's good for a Baltimore first down.
13.
A gain of 21 yards.
Jackson now to throw on first down. He's going to air this one out. He's got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Baltimore. The extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good. And the Ravens are back to within 7. It's 28-21.
Harrison Davis to kick off.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
Their own 30-yard line.
Here we go.
On first and 10, it's Pierce. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. So we are through 3.
Second and 11.
Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports.
That's your man.
Now second down throw for Burrow. The throw here is complete. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Not much there. Maybe a yard.
He's brought down at the 31. 1-yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
12.
From the 31, here's second and 9. Burrow. Going over the middle. This one is complete. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
11 mighty.
The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2.
11.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them. So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
The Ravens offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. He's going to let this one go deep.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
Well, they all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense, and, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the pass. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
1st down. It's a gain of 23 yards.
Jackson up top again. He's going to look for the home run ball. That one's incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
To the air one more time with Jackson. Over the middle, that's Godwin. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. They get 25 on that connection. 1st down, Baltimore. Again, it's Jackson. His throw left side is complete. And he'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up 1st and goal.
What? Man! Hey, middle. Hey, Ozzy!
From the gun, Jackson. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. Jackson now on 2nd down. And he will score! Game on! Touchdown, Ravens. Now, the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late.
Harrison Vivas to kick off.
So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. The return starts at the 13. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Bengals offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10.
Here we go. 11. 11, MT. 12.
Now, Burrow. Throwing right, it's taken into space. Inside the 10. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Bengals. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This taken around the 11. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Jackson now going up top. That is caught. And he will score. Game on. good. That is second touchdown of the afternoon.
The kick is good.
Greg, they are hacking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this?
Now a hit, and he lost the football. And when we talk about momentum and trying to stop negative momentum, it's moments like this. Not only did you just give up the big score, but now, Greg, they've got to get that defense back on the field after the fumble.
Yeah, on one sideline, you're riding high. I mean, the last two plays could not have gone any better. And then on the other sideline, they couldn't have gone any worse.
Second down. Jackson. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Big play coming up. This is third down. To throw is Jackson. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. He'll be stopped here short of the first down marker. Penalty flag is out as well. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. They'll run the sneak, and he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a hold up, but he got what he needed. It is first and goal coming up. Out to his right. Well, broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Wow, the coverage excellent there. It'll bring up second and goal. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ravens. The kicking team off for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Ravens have taken a 4-point advantage.
Bengals 38. To kick off.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2. Wow, they are hitting now. It's been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
11. What is that?
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. This one complete right side. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
11 empty. Dot.
On first down, Burrow. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A 3-yard pickup.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second down and 7.
Here we go.
Throwing is Burrow. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Time now becoming a factor as we get to third down. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. And now we'll get a stoppage, and that is Joe Burrow, who's in some real discomfort down there. Here we go. This is fourth down. He'll look to throw. He'll air one out for Higgins. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the fourth, but they will turn it over on down. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. Down the sideline. inside the 25. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Baltimore. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4.
The kick is good. Makes the score Ravens 49, Bengals 38. Harrison Vivas to kick off.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He'll take it in at the goal line. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They get set to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Little short pass. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. But this is taken in by a teammate. Here is 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
They'll drop to throw. Catch left side is made by Higgins.
Gotta go short.
And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. Working out of the gun, Burrow. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Throughout, another catch for his favorite target. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the 1st down.
180.
Burrow now. There's that man again. Another catch.
Here we go.
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Bengals 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. It is 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Burrow. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's out of bounds with the 1st down. So they get a new set of downs and just as importantly stop the clock.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Burrow. Good spot Higgins. He makes the grab. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their 2nd. And they'll get it with just a shade under a minute left in this one.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 9-yard line.
11.
A run with Pierce. Oh, and the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble. Boy, that one hurts, Greg. They had a really nice drive going and moved it halfway down the field, but then fumbled down here in the red zone, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Anytime you put together a drive of this length, Mike, you just want to come away with points. Of course, a touchdown is the main goal, but in this case, to turn the ball over this deep in the red zone is just a brutal turn of events for this offense.
And he'll get about 5. Going to get a stoppage here. We have an injured Bengal on the field. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
Change it.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to have this one up near the 28. They'll come up here 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
And now he's not spiking it. It's a fake. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
Back at the 25-yard line.
So it is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens. They get the victory away from home